Welcome to Lord Destro Production Stadium in Washington, D.C. It's preseason football in the SFL, and alongside James Richards, I'm Cameron Irvine. The Houston Hyenas host, well, nobody really hosts. Lord Destro hosts the Houston Hyenas and the Tulsa Desperados next on YouTube. We'll head down to the field with the coin toss. We'll bring in our analyst, who's exhausted from his play-by-play debut. We'll get things going. The nightcap of another SFL preseason doubleheader.
How you been? How you doing? We pick tails. It is heads.
James Richards in the booth. How you doing, James?
I'm doing well, Cam. Drinking some water as we speak now, and still flushing out the martinis. How are you?
Very nice. I'm good, sir. Good call. Good win for Indianapolis here just a little while ago.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Great first showing there for the Indianapolis Red Devils. Thank you again to Frank for coming down to Indy. It was an honor to share the field with you guys. We probably saw the catch of the year already.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
I've never seen any play like that ever. Never seen it.
Freeman on the return for Tulsa gets us started here as Houston kicks it off. The Desperados in there. I call them the Dirty Dolphins, James. What do you think of these?
I kind of like them.
I love them.
They're unique. I don't think we've ever seen a team utilize these type of colors, and they look kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Houston's got 4 down linemen, and it's a draw on the first play. And look at Dion Hawkins go. Hawkins quickly wanting to erase the memory of that championship game. Picks up 7 yards as you get a look at Tulsa's new digs there. The bright teal, the bright orange, the brown, and the white. Very compelling look for Tulsa, and it's one of those looks, James, like I always say, if you're playing good, it looks really mean and nasty. If you're playing bad, well, people are going to make fun of you. 2nd and 3, Hawkins on a toss. Hawkins trying to extend it outside, and there is nothing there. Ransacked in the backfield by Blake Chance, Eddie Gage, and company on that Hyena defense.
You know, Cam, Houston probably has one of my favorite uniforms of all time. I love the classic black, gold, red. Super clean, but yeah, these Tulsa uniforms are pretty interesting, and I like it.
3rd down and 4th, the Tulsa 34. The quarterback is Sir Charles Robinson. He tosses it out to Hawkins. Hawkins has a 1st down and more as a defender on the outside was slow to get his head turned around to make the play. That's a 1st down for the Desperados, and they're doing it all on the ground with Hawkins and looking good.
Yeah, you know, I think Hawkins is trying to really prove that he can be more. He can be the Ray Bentley of this Tulsa team. He didn't get a show too much in the Chicago championship game against Mexico City, but I think this year is going to be different for him here in Tulsa.
All right, 3 receivers, 2 off the right side. Robinson changing the play. It's going to be his first pass. Robinson's got time, breaking down, fires it wide open outside. 30, 25 down to the 23-yard line. That pass is caught by Sanzo Robinson, the running back turned receiver, former Baltimore Crab.
Yeah, and if you've watched any Baltimore Crab games, he was pretty much a wide receiver there too. So flawless transition here for Sanzo.
All right, 1st down, fresh set of downs for Tulsa here. Receivers either side, 3 down linemen for Houston. Hawkins takes the handoff, stretch play running right. He is smacked down in the backfield. That's a loss of 2, first loss for Tulsa on this drive in scoring position. Blake Chance, who unselfishly changed his number from 27 to 32 to welcome another former Baltimore Crab, Eddie Gage, onto the field, makes the tackle.
You know, Cam, it'll be interesting to see how stout this Houston defense will be. Interesting build here. They're going 2 linebackers and 2 corners and a free safety and a strong safety, so it'll be interesting to see.
Hawkins squeezes 4 yards out of that play, averaging 3.6 so far tonight. The Tulsa offense, Sir Charles Robinson at quarterback, Hawkins is the running back. The receivers on the outside, Corey Jones, the former Hyena, and Sanzo Robinson, the former Crab, and then Luis Latorre is the tight end, 6'6", 253 out of Navy. 3rd and 8. Robinson to throw. Robinson steps into the pocket, fires end zone, caught, touchdown, Tulsa! What a throw, and it's the generic Miller, the non-contract receiver, making a play, and Tulsa's on the board on their opening drive.
Yeah, good strike there by Sir Charles Robinson, finding him on the post route to the generic wide receiver, stepping up in the pocket, beautiful throw. And I got to be honest, I'm not used to seeing non-stars catch the ball and take a hit like that, but nonetheless, touchdown for Tulsa, and that's the first receiving touchdown in Tulsa history here. So congratulations, guys. They take the lead 6-0 over Houston Hyenas.
You know, James, I was going to call him just Charles Robinson for the broadcast. You told me I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, if I've learned anything from Liam, when you get knighted, you get that sir thing, you better call him sir. They earned it.
Is Liam's not knighted, is he? That can't be right.
Apparently him and Shady, they're all knighted apparently.
Really?
So I'm gonna go on the safe side and say they're all sirs, they're all knighted. Queen Elizabeth apparently loves Sir Charles Robinson and loves her London team. So we're just going to go with it.
I feel like that's just something that people from the UK say, like they all just say it to Americans, like, oh, I've been knighted. Who's going to track that? Who's got paperwork on that?
I think we could go on the website. I think there's a website that'll allow us to buy our titles as well. But yeah, I mean, who's really going to fact check an Englishman? I'm not. Hey, you're a knight. You're a knight.
All right, so Houston Gathers returns the kickoff. The Houston Hyena offense is led a new quarterback by Amid Chima, 6'5", 230 out of Ohio State, New Orleans, Louisiana, his hometown.
I'm real excited to see Houston's offense this season, coming out with 3 wide receivers on their roster.
Chima's out of the eye, going to hand it off to another new back. He's going to be shut down at the line of scrimmage. Nice play made in the backfield. That running back is Warren Murray, number 21. And for Tulsa, wrapping him up is Jeffrey Dezer. A lot of former Crabs on the field tonight.
Yeah, as much credit as I want to give to the defense, I think the real playmaker there on that play for the defense was the right guard. He pulled and really tripped up the running back and caused them to get tackled for a no gain there.
7 in the box, looking like a 4-3 look. Chima back to pass, swings it out far enough past the defense. DR Sim makes the catch. Out there in coverage was Kyler Murray, the rookie running back, or the rookie corner rather, out of Texas A&M. 3rd and 5.
So Andrew Rastelli, our natural chat.
Is he knighted?
Checker,
I think he's knighted.
He says Ringo Starr gets knighted on Sunday. So congratulations, Ringo Starr. It's pretty cool.
Nice. When do I get knighted? That's what
we've already knighted.
I've been knighted enough. Handoff goes for nothing, as that'll bring up 4th down. Nice play. Aspen Real gets down in the dirt and stops the Houston possession from continuing. The Hyenas will have to punt, and Tulsa's got to love the first 4 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they're looking really strong. They are looking really strong. All the franchises, the new franchises, have looked good throughout the preseason.
2 for 2 so far. London and San Francisco get on the field tomorrow from the 42-yard line on the return. Not much there, but did manage to squeeze out 4 to the 46. Excellent field position for Tulsa. We're playing at a neutral site tonight, Lord Destro Production Stadium. First time we've been in this stadium since season 7 when the DC Dragons folded. You can even see the traffic on the highway. Did you see that, James, in the background? That was amazing. Amazing
I've lived
shot.
In there. I lived in DC. I did the drive from Baltimore through DC every day. I hated it. Worst traffic in my life.
Robinson commanding the air so far, but he's going to be brought down to the ground. Loss of 5 yards. Houston gets the sack. Good pressure up front. That was Carter Haley.
The non-stars have been showing out this preseason, Cam. I'm not sure what's going on. Indianapolis had several sacks from non-star guys, and here we go. We see Houston getting a sack from a non-star defender there.
4 receivers now for Sir Charles. Tulsa's up 7-0 early on the Hyenas. Back to pass, Robinson. Four-man rush. Robinson stepping up in the pocket. That pass is incomplete. A little bit underthrown as Tylee Jones knocks it away. But, James, I love how Robinson is stepping up in the pocket on these throws.
I was just about to tell you, Cam, do you not love the way he looks dropping back? He looks clean. He looks really – I don't know if it's the uniforms. I don't know. Maybe they need to keep these uniforms. I saw in the chat they said they weren't going to run these, but he's looking clean. He's looking really good.
Sir Charles Robinson on the roster sheet tonight, the college is listed as none. So Robinson, a bit of a mystery to everybody. He's looking sharp. That route takes the receiver out of bounds, so that'll bring up a 4th down. So Tulsa will have to punt it away, but still, all in all, pretty solid short drive for Robinson, and Houston's defense gets their first stop of the night.
You know, I've never seen a team pull off red, teal, and brown.
I think it's like an orange, isn't it, James? I
don't know.
Like an orange is, of course, you're looking from a screen share, so may not be the best judge of colors here. Plus, aren't you colorblind anyway?
Yeah, and I mean the martinis aren't helping.
And you run our shop too. That was a bad business decision.
Probably. We'll see soon enough.
I'm just kidding. You were talking about Houston's going to start from the 19. You've been talking about the shop. You've gotten an embroider now. You're slow on the orders, but you're backlogged. You've got a lot of business, and that's a good thing.
You know, the holidays didn't do us any favors. The SFL preseason got started, didn't do us any favors. So we are a little backed up. So we haven't gotten anything shipped out yet, but soon enough, guys. I appreciate your patience.
Chima back to pass, just a 3-man rush, dumps it off to Murray. Murray with a head full of steam, and he didn't get much. Brought down quickly there by Jeffrey Deser, and Charles Ball, the strong safety rookie, also got in the act. And it'll bring up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think if you're Tulsa, you got a lot to look forward to this season. You've got a championship pedigree owner. You know, he made it to, wasn't that his first SFL championship appearance?
It was, yep.
Yeah. And now he gets his own franchise. Big play in the backfield, number 40.
Nice
Huge
play.
play there for Tulsa.
Yeah, looked like they gave it to the fullback Pittman, and it lost about 4 yards. Nicely done there by Hill. And it brings up 3rd down and long for Houston. The Hyenas offense struggling a little bit. We got a lot of Hyenas and Desperados in the chat. Scout Cherry Pie, Kanye Rockefeller, Sham Varner, Dion Hawkins, Espen Real, Ryan Michaels. That pass is caught for a 1st down. Nice throw from Chima. Connects with Garen Malone for the first time, 6'2", 215, and that keeps the drive alive for Houston.
Yeah, I think, Cam, in the preseason, this is what you want to see. You want to see Houston. You want to see the AI come out in 3 receiver sets. You want to see them. You want to see how these 3 receivers are going to work for Houston. And I know the Houston owner is looking forward to seeing how these 3 receivers will work too.
And it's nice to see, you know, when you see the AI taking formations that you're planning to run in week 1. It's kind of interesting seeing how they're actually going to work. Your first look in real time, and that throw looked like it went off the kneecap of Malone, and he nearly caught it off his knee. It was a little bit underthrown, incomplete pass, but almost hauled in for a crazy play.
Yeah, it looked like Tulsa got away there with a little bit of incidental contact down the field, but something to note here from Houston, they just came out in an I formation 3 receiver set, and it kept Tulsa in a loaded, heavy defensive formation. So keep an eye on that, folks.
Chima back to pass, 2nd and 10, going long, and perfect pass from Chima. Hits Sim. Sim down the sideline to the 26-yard line, 1st down, Houston. And if that would have been just a bit underthrown, it could have been knocked, well, for sure would have been knocked down, could have been picked off. But DR Sim and Chima make it happen, ball on the tackle.
Yeah, they came out in I formation again, and that's just what I was alluding to. Houston's going to come out in these heavy looks, and even though there's 3 receivers on the field, they have a heavy backfield. And so I think the AI is going to start triggering more 4-3-3-4 looks. And so teams are going to have to adjust to that as the season goes on.
Houston moving it with Malone and Sim. Badr Ajalani, number 15, is the other star receiver on this roster. Murray spins away from 1 and then gets double teamed at the 23-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 as Murray has some words with the defense.
Yeah, and to go back to an earlier thing we were talking about with the shop, guys, the shop's there for you guys. It's 100% customizable. If you don't like something about a shirt, I know Shan was yelling at me earlier, you can change it. Just shoot me a DM and we'll get it worked out.
Chima back to pass on 2nd down and 7. That pass is caught the outside, pushing for the first down. Got it. Nice play there by the tight end, and that's going to be a first down for Houston. That's Gethers, and he may actually be the 4th wide receiver. Forgive me, we don't have our full depth charts in front of us in preseason.
Either way, non-star showing how strong he is. You don't see non-stars dragging 2-3 defenders like that for a first down too often.
Warhammer 62, Chris Braun, okay, 2451. Everybody's in the chat tonight. Volcano 4, Jeff DK. Thanks for being here. 1st and 10 of the 16. Chima back to pass, escapes pressure, intercepted! Intercepted as the ball that was going to be thrown into the turf is picked off, and Tulsa gets the turnover. That is the generic linebacker, Gus Jones. Look at this
Yeah,
play.
a little bit of a hiccup here for Houston. Great pressure by the Tulsa D linemen. And how about the non-stars? They're coming up big in the preseason here, and you know, we're really getting to see a taste of what it's going to be like this season. And I think we're going to see a lot of big non-star playmakers this year.
Man, so Jones in the right place at the right time. Chima throws his first interception. Back to pass. Throw to the outside, staying in bounds to get blasted by a double team was Sanzo Robinson again. Charles Robinson's up to 64 yards.
Yeah, common sight here for Sanzo. If you, like I said earlier, if you had ever watched a Baltimore game, Swing City, Sanzo is very good at catching passes. So I think Tulsa's in good hands with him out roaming the receiver position.
2nd and 5 at the 31, one receiver either side. And Houston is creeping up into the box. They now have 9 in the box. There is no deep safety. 2nd and 5, they're going to hand it off anyway. And there he goes! Dion Hawkins with only one man to beat, being chased by Gage. Gage trying to cut him off. He got cut off by his teammate. And Hawkins is going to score for the touchdown.
That was such an unfortunate play for Houston because it looked like number 27 was closing in. And then number 90 just got in his way and tripped him up. Either way, big run there by Dion Hawkins. Yeah, great run. Shedding a few tackles here and then not turning on the jets, but had just enough gas left in the tank to finish it off. Shredding a tackle there at the end, getting in for a huge touchdown for Tulsa. And this is the first rushing touchdown in Tulsa franchise history.
Blake Chance was the guy that initially had his shot at Hawkins, and it's unbelievable with 9 in the box. Tulsa scores a touchdown. I venture to say, James, we are not going to be seeing that play in week 1 out of the defense.
Yeah, probably not. That was a all-out looking type of play. That was crazy. I was thinking, man, if the pass or run, this has a lot of potential for a touchdown. So...
Well, the extra point for Tulsa is up and good. They do have a star kicker, Joseph Carroll, number 2, out of California, Berkeley, and Tulsa has a 14-0 lead. So Tulsa is trying to become the 6th out of 7 home teams to win a preseason game. Last year, the home team won in between 55 and 60% of the games. Is there a lot of home cooking here, James, in the preseason, or are the better teams winning all of these games in your mind?
Well, you know, I definitely think the home team, you know, they are at the advantage. They don't have to travel. You know, they get to stay in their routines. As we see the kick return being brought out to the 20-yard line. Honestly, I think it's just the home teams are going to have more comfort. They're going to play better. You know, these rookies that have joined the league, there's not a lot of pressure when you get to just walk out your front door and show up to the stadium, you know, wake up in your own bed. So we definitely see that. Tulsa looks very comfortable coming out, firing on all cylinders. So
Tulsa, in this case, traveling almost the same distance as Houston, but they're playing like it's a home game out there. That pass is nearly intercepted. Charles Ball, who's been on a number of plays, knocks that away, and he has been impressive. Well, with that, let's get a word from the SFL. Want to do what I do? Contact me in the DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are #Loading Legends in the SFL. Kyron Hill injured on that last play. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Apologies if that came in a little bit too loudly, folks. Still working out the kinks to our broadcast team here. Anyway, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I think if you're Tulsa and the players and fans, you got to be happy with the way you guys have started out this game here.
Chima back to pass on a 3rd and long, deep down the middle of the field, intercepted, taken away at the 38-yard line, and returned up to the Hyena 28. That's the rookie free safety, Nate Heslip, and everyone from Tulsa is having a ball in the first quarter.
You know, I think if you're Houston, the one thing you take away from this game is, you know, they got throttled last season in the preseason game as well, and then they come out and start the regular season like on a 5-game tear.
Yeah.
So I don't think Houston puts a whole lot of stock in the preseason. They're just throwing plays out there to see if they stick. If I'm Houston, I know my owner's a great owner and a great strategist. I'm not worried with what I'm seeing right now.
And off Hawkins, there he goes again. Dion Hawkins is over 100 yards, and he's in the end zone again. Unbelievable touchdown, Tulsa.
Yeah, Cam, and on the flip side, if you're Tulsa, you absolutely love what you're seeing here out of your running back and offense, and heck, even your defense is getting in it too. So great stuff out of Tulsa.
Wow, I have not seen a team in the preseason at all, not even close, come out and look this strong offensively in a generic playbook, which almost makes you wonder 2 things. Number one, just how good is Tulsa really going to be with a custom playbook? And number 2, just how bad is that Tulsa custom playbook, because the generic one looks pretty good.
Yeah, you know, I think the points here is that your running back looks like mid-season form, and so that's scary, especially with the defenses trying to catch up stat-wise. You know, I think people are definitely taking notes. I know the Central Division is definitely taking notes, and it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting, but their running back's looking really good so far.
Carroll's extra point is good. You know, Hawkins was bottled up in the championship game, but he's had an illustrious career. He looks like maybe he's dropped some poundage, James. He looks a little bit more agile and definitely has some lower body strength, but we talked about it in the podcast meeting last night a little bit. You know, the preseason, you can't really gauge you know, plays and formations and their successes. And even Tulsa, right, they're playing against a generic playbook defense as well, right? So you can't base everything of what you see on 100% success, but what you can gauge is players and their performances and their potential. And Dion Hawkins looks really sharp on his own team this year.
Yeah, you know, I reckon, and as Destro pointed out, he said this is where Hawkins made his debut, and so he's showing out here tonight. But, you know, you're definitely looking for plays, right, things that you missed in your simulation.
Austin Murray, he's going to drag forward for 4 yards. Yeah, Hawkins showing out in front of it. There's a lot of former DC Dragons fans in the house. I think Destro was going around the stadium signing autographs, I think. $5 a pop is what I heard.
Well deserved. That guy's a legend in the sim community, not just in the SFL. Like, he is well known across the sim community, period. So it's an honor to have him here, and you guys should want his autograph. He does a lot of great stuff for the SFL.
Signing hex editors, if that's even possible. Chima's going to be sacked. Loss of 2. Hill will not be back in this game with a knee injury, and that sack was made by Jones, who had the interception a couple of drives ago. 3rd and 9.
Yeah, on the editor note, I think the new update messed up the numbers on the side of the helmets. I don't know if that's possible anymore.
Huh. Interesting. So look at that. Chima on a 3rd and long again, and that pass is incomplete. And Houston right now is at the disadvantage. Malone was the intended receiver, but almost every 3rd down Houston's had tonight has been 3rd and 8 or longer. 30 seconds to go in the first. Destro's charging $100 for, wow, ooh, that's
them DC prices.
That's that's what I charge owners to be in the league an entire year. If he wants $100 for an autograph, either he needs to lower his prices or I need to raise mine. What do you think, James? Which one makes more sense?
I am against that. As I am an owner.
From the 43, Tulsa on the return, gets all the way up to midfield. Nice return. 22 seconds to go in the first, and Tulsa has tremendous field position again just prior to the end of the first quarter.
You know what, folks? We just want to say thank you for tuning in to the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM. If you like what you're watching, please go ahead and hit that like button. We've got 48 watching currently. We only have 29 thumbs up, so please head on over to that like button and hit it for us, please.
Shout out to Ryan Moody, did another breakdown tonight. Come on, Madden breakdown on his channel. We look forward to talking with Moody prior to opening night on Twitch as you look at the updated numbers for Hawkins and Murray. It's not even a contest right now, so shout out to Moody. Crossed over the 13,000 subscribers mark, and his channel has been doing good things.
I think he had a big 1 million view milestone too, or something like that.
Nice.
He's doing extremely well. Check it out. Shutdown Safety and Ryan Moody, his YouTube channel. So check that out. He's also a part of the Indianapolis front office. So I anticipate some good stuff coming out of Indy this year as far as multimedia is concerned.
End of the first quarter, 21-0 Tulsa. Tulsa back on the field with Sir Charles Robinson, dumps it off to Hawkins, and Hawkins doesn't have much room there. Gets the yard back that he lost. 3rd down and 10 coming up. That is Duke Butley, the outside linebacker, making that play. We haven't had a chance to introduce the Houston Hyena defense. Duke Butley and DJ Majesty are the outside linebackers. Defensive tackle is Chad Tackle, 6'5", 320, spelled T-A-K-K-U-L. Free safety is Blake Chance. Strong safety is Eddie Gage. Corner on the outside, Tyleek Jones, and Ryan Michaels, too, the rookie, 6'3", 210. 3rd down and 10 for Robinson. Robinson steps up in the pocket, fires down the middle. Pass is incomplete, but not sure if Gage got a hand in that or the receiver dropped it. The pass looked pretty on target, 4th down.
Yeah, I'm going to say the receiver dropped it there.
Knighton, non-contract receiver up the middle, and there it is, right off the hands.
Yeah, and I mean, Sir Charles Robinson has looked really crisp tonight, so he looks really good. I'm really impressed by the way he looks. He drops back. He just looks like he belongs, you know. For a rookie, he looks really polished, really clean. So if you're a Tulsa Desperado fan or even a teammate of Sir Charles Robinson, I'd be expecting some big things out of this young man this year.
First time tonight, Tulsa will have to punt it away from the 15-yard line. Houston on the return up to the 19. That's Gethers on the return, and the Hyenas still have a lot of time left in this game. Still have a chance to make something out of this. And they'll start again with, I believe, their 4th possession coming up tomorrow night, 5:30, Atlanta, San Francisco. But before that, James Richards, Jack Brown, Monty RX, Ramos Lynn on the SFL podcast tomorrow at 5 Central, 6 Eastern. And then the nightcap at 7 o'clock as Murray picks up nearly a 1st down. That's St. Louis and London. London playing some pre-New Year's Eve late night football.
I'm excited to see Liam. You know, he took over for me last year after I stepped down from St. Louis, and he ended up getting a couple wins there and really looked solid heading into this season. So I'm excited to see what London's going to do.
2nd inches from the 28. Handoff goes to Murray, and Murray's going to lose a yard and a half. Nice tackle made in the backfield there by the Tulsa defensive front. And Griffin Brown, who's the lone star on that line, defensive tackle, helping his teammates break free there. Real, Murray, Deser, Heslop, Ball, the rest of that defensive unit for Tulsa. 3-4 look, 3rd down and 2 here out of the eye for Chima. Houston trying to keep the offense on the field. 3-step drop, fires quick out, route caught. 1st down, DR Sim, the 29.
Yeah, and I think if you're Houston, you don't panic here. You just get back to what works, right? These 3 receiver splits out of the I formation. are working really well. You know, hit the out routes, just short, clean, precise. Give Chima a chance to get the offense going here. So
8:50 to go in the second quarter. 21-0 Tulsa. Houston will hand it off to Murray, running left, in front of a blocker. Murray being a little impatient there, getting ahead of Cooper, his tackle out there, and picks up only 3. Could have had more.
TC Highlights in the chat asks, what team does Ryan Moody own? Ryan Moody doesn't own a team, but he is a part of the Indianapolis Red Devils. He's up in the front office for us.
Just got a preseason win earlier tonight, 24-21. Chima makes the completion through heavy traffic. Nice patience there from Chima in the pocket. Wiggins with his first catch tonight, 3rd and short.
I really like these Houston uniforms. You know what I like more is the black helmet, white jersey, white pants, because I think it really makes the red and gold pop even more.
So not the black pants.
I don't like the black pants.
White, see some white. Murray gets a first down to the 45-yard line. We'll leave that note to Destro. Maybe we'll see the white pants in week 2 or so, since he's at home in week 1. Houston hosts Sioux Falls. Murray following the fullback here.
Yeah, I like the all black. I like on their home uniforms. I liked it. I think they came out once in a red jersey, and I thought the black and gold really popped on that. It was black helmet, red jersey, black pants. It was super clean, and that was my favorite Houston one.
Cameron Irvine along with James Richards, no gain on that carry. Gus Jones makes yet another play. 10th anniversary SFL season started June 15th, 2013. Remember it like it was yesterday. The Dallas Stars and the New York Knights hit the field. Ronnie Nickens and Eric Barkley own those teams. New York got the win.
We've come a long way since then.
2nd and 10 at the 45, just ahead of the 45 for Houston. This has been their best drive of the night. Flip out to the fullback, past midfield. Picks up 6 to bring up 3rd and short. And we're seeing on this drive, James, every 3rd down for Houston is 3rd and short instead of 3rd and long, and it's made a huge difference in the play calling.
Yeah, Chima's doing a much better job managing the game. He's not putting his team in a lot of 3rd and long situations, and it's making these 3rd downs much more manageable for him.
2 backs and 2 receivers. 3-4 look again out of Tulsa. Chima under center, right at the Desperado midfield logo. Flips it out to Murray. Got to make a man miss. He will not do it. Nice open field tackle there for Tulsa. No gain. Stalls the drive. That's what you want to see out of your linebacking core, getting out into the flats.
You know, for a non-star, that was a pretty good play there. I'm concerned. I think as the season goes on and the running backs get a lot better, their stats will be increased. They'll get more abilities on them. I think we'll see linebackers start missing those plays. But nonetheless, Tulsa got to be happy with the way all the players are playing tonight. It'll be interesting to see what their owner thinks and see their breakdown here.
Punt bounces into the end zone, so Tulsa's going to get the ball on the 25. 38 to go in the first half. Quick word from the SFL and APM.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us.
And we apologize for the audio difficulties here, folks. Still hammering out.
APM Music, production music
huge
library,
run here
and
by the
custom
Tulsa
music
running
house.
back, and he's going to go all the way, folks. Big night here for Dion Hawkins, 2nd touchdown of the evening. 2nd huge run there for Dion Hawkins in this Tulsa offense.
What the heck just happened there? I couldn't believe that he got around the corner.
Yeah, we had some audio difficulties, but nonetheless, Dion Hawkins showing up for us. When we have some audio difficulties, Dion Hawkins will bust out a huge touchdown to make up for it. So thank you, Dion. Huge run there.
What were the audio difficulties? Just the ad running long? Is that?
No, the ad didn't go off at all for me.
Oh well, you're not able to hear it. That's all.
Well, maybe there was an audio
it was
difficulties.
going. It was.
Well, there we go. My bad. My bad. So
Well,
I guess I came in. I'm the audio difficulty.
You are.
Man, these meetings are strong. Holy moly, baby. Here we go.
Touchdown for Dion Hawkins and Tulsa, and this is stunning. This is an absolute stunner, ladies and gentlemen. The expansion Tulsa Desperados have put up 28. Dion Hawkins has scored, now what is it, 3 times on his former team, and back where he had over 200 yards in his debut game against the Carolina Skyhawks way back in, I believe it was season 6. Man.
Love a beat a team. I don't know. That's something you'd have to reach out to APM on your own. You know, if your music's good enough, I'm sure they would love to have it in their catalog. But yeah, you'd have to reach out to them on your own volition.
APMmusic.com is the website, and they've got hundreds of thousands of songs if you're looking to put together a fantastic video project, whether it's at school or on your own channel or in a major production studio or production company. APM Music has the top quality stuff, and we certainly appreciate Rob Carnes, the president of Digital and New Media over there, APM president, and all sorts of people involved with that organization. Tom Hedden, Tom McWilliams, I think I got that right.
Yeah, it sounded good to me.
Yeah, they put out great stuff. Shout out to those guys. They were awfully good to us, as that's no gain for Murray. Hawkins, 193 yards of rushing in the first half. That is more rushing yards than any running back in the preseason, and we're not even done with the second quarter.
Yeah, Dion Hawkins looking like a man on a mission, saying, you know, hey, Mexico City's running back is who? Ray Bentley? Yeah, forget about that guy. I'm going to show you, you know, just how valuable I am. I'm going to make up for that championship game.
3rd and 5, and that pass a little off target to D.R. Sim. They actually called him out of bounds, which I don't think was the right call, but it's not going to matter because he was short of the first down. And, I mean, we have not seen, besides Sioux Falls and Mexico City, every single preseason game has been a one-possession game. And this is stunning. Both of these teams have the exact same playbook.
You know, I think this is just Houston's got a 3-receiver build. They haven't been able to come out in 3-receiver looks, you know, much of the day. Whereas Tulsa has a much more balanced build. You're going to see, you know, a very Chicago-like offense. It's a very similar build to what they ran on their championship run there last season. So it's no shocker that Dion Hawkins said, you know, I'm gonna stick with what I was taught. I'm gonna stick with what I know, and that's just sound football, a good running game, and a quarterback that just doesn't make bad decisions. And that's exactly what we saw last season out of the Chicago Wildcats, and this is exactly what we'll see this season coming out for Tulsa.
Trips to the left. Teams with more traditional builds certainly favored in the preseason. Hawkins going to get cut down here for a loss of 3. What is wrong with him? He can't go anywhere tonight.
Yeah. You know, I think that's a great point. You know, the teams with more balanced builds obviously will fare a little bit better. And these teams with unique builds, you know, we saw Frank coming out with 4D linemen. Obviously, Frank has an idea of what he wants to do with that, and he'll get them going, I'm sure.
Robinson, deep ball down the middle, and a D lineman dropped back all the way in coverage to knock that one away. Check that. Outside linebacker Butley still dropping all the way back. The big fella, 6'4", 251. Good pass coverage there. 3rd and long.
Yeah, and just a reminder, guys, I said it earlier in the broadcast, Houston didn't fare well last season in their preseason game either, and they went on to win 5 straight in their season opener, or in the opening for their season. So, and then they made the playoffs too, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Robinson's going long. That's caught. First down to the 48-yard line. And talk a little smack. I tell you what, Tulsa is loving this right now because they've got everything cooking. That was the non-contract receiver down the field who dropped the earlier pass up the middle.
Yeah, Sir Charles making making the queen look like she knows football, even though it's an American sport. She knighted the right person there. And it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the knights fare across the SFL. But this night, Sir Charles Robinson is definitely holding his own here.
2 receivers, 1 to either side for Tulsa. This is about as stunning a preseason game I've seen in a long time. Hawkins is put down again. Blake Chance not going to let him through a second time and embarrass him. 191 yards on 11 carries for Hawkins. It doesn't matter if Hawkins doesn't gain another yard all night. He had one of the more impressive nights of any player this preseason. Second down.
Yeah, he can come join us for martinis. He can just sub himself out right now.
Hawkins takes the handoff, his 12th carry. He's not done yet. Approaching 200 yards, picks up 6, down 197 on 12 carries. 3rd and 4 for Tulsa, who's shining as brightly as their pretty awesome, unique color scheme out there.
I really like these uniforms. I know this is a football game and not a fashion show, but I like them. The brown and the teal are working for me here.
Hand off Hawkins on 3rd and 4, and I don't know about that, James. You got to give it to the veteran here. I thought he had it.
I thought he had it. He reached out. I thought he had it too, Cam.
We've hit the 2-minute warning. This is the SFL Network on APM, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Still working that out too. Got to get these reads down, James. Got to do them in the mirror, you know.
Yeah,
or
do them while you're drinking martinis. Either way, either way.
Mention martinis way too much. 4th and inches, and
sponsored.
That's a turnover on down. So Tulsa actually goes for it. Butley, who's been making a bunch of plays here tonight, makes this one in the backfield. He just stuffed the middle. Hawkins stood no chance.
Cam, we were talking about martinis there. When the league's sponsored by APM, and I'm sponsored by every ingredient in a martini, so when I do a broadcast, it's my obligation to bring up martinis and the ingredients.
Hey.
Little Giant Olives, big shout out to them. I love their olives, for the record.
1:59 to go in the first half. 28-0 Tulsa. Houston's got their best field position of the night. And again, another toss out of the fullback, pickup of 2. And that's a perfect example, James, of what you're not going to see in the regular season at the non-contract fullback involved way too often in the passing game. I don't think we're going to see much of that from Houston. Maybe San Francisco, a couple of these other teams with fullbacks, but definitely not the Hyenas.
I do anticipate Houston spreading the ball out a lot, primarily 99% 3-receiver sets. Chima dropping back to pass.
Long ball, picked off again. Wow, that's ball. And he's getting up, and the receiver did not make any effort to go and tackle ball after the interception. Did you see that? What a complete lack of effort. And Houston just looks sluggish tonight. Watch this receiver.
Yeah, great defensive play there by number 48.
Charles Ball. Yeah, Charles Ball's been balling.
Yeah, definitely so. I think Chima, he's obviously going to execute the plays that are called, but I think you're going to see a lot less post routes, come week 1 for Houston. Every pick that's been made this game has been on a post route across the middle. So how about it, AJ Levy? I will be the SFL Harry Carey.
Oh boy, did you see that? Sir Charles Robinson was about to unload down the field, and he got sacked for a loss of 1. Now Tulsa's going no huddle. I tell you what, Tulsa wants more points. Going for it on 4th down on the last drive. Robinson, right through the hands of McIntosh. 3rd and 11, just like that.
I tell you, Cab, if Tulsa was made out of ribs, would you eat them? I know I sure would.
I'm laughing out of sheer embarrassment for the product.
Oh, come on. Come on. That was a good Harry Carey. Get out of here. Get out of here. He would have been proud. And he would have ate the Tulsa Desperados for sure if they were made out of barbecue ribs.
3rd and 11. As bad as the drop. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the second quarter. As Robinson will drop back to pass again. Pump fake down the middle, knocked away, and Houston gets a stop. Good stand there by the Hyena defense to not make this worse. Tyleek Jones with the deflected pass, and Tulsa will have to punt again, and the halftime score won't get any worse.
Yeah, you know, I definitely don't think it can get worse for Houston. I mean, I guess it could, in theory, get worse, but, you know, they're trying some new things out. They're trying out these heavier formations, seeing what's going to work. It's not working, and I know that come season time, close kick there. We've had a couple of those tonight, but I know come season start, Houston will definitely be in a more spread out look. They're going to, you know, definitely throw the ball on a lot of out routes. You know, you're going to see a lot more slants. You're going to stop. You're not going to see as many post routes across the middle into a star free safety. So it's going to be a different product on the field come week 1 for Houston. But nonetheless, let's not take out Tulsa, who also showed up today, and they're having a great day.
Murray loses 2, and that may be the next to last play of the first half.
It'll be interesting to see if Tulsa comes out with Dion Hawkins, or if they start cycling in some of the non-contract guys. It'll be interesting to see.
2nd and 12, Chima back to pass, trying to get something going before the end of the first half. That's picked off again. Boy, I tell you what, that's ball. That is ball again. Tulsa, everybody playing. Charles Ball, I hope he sees this game. He's either seen it live or on demand, because this guy is having one of the finest preseason rookie debuts of anybody in the league, and Houston, it's just not their night tonight.
Guess what play that was, Cam?
As a post
across the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. I doubt we'll see it. I think Houston's going to take out all post routes moving forward. And I don't blame them. I don't like post routes either.
So Charles Ball's got 2 picks. We have also got an interception from Jones, the non-contract linebacker. Robinson's pass is incomplete. It's been a long first half as tackle applied some pressure. 2nd down and 10. Robinson getting a little bit less efficient as the half has gone along, but Hawkins and the defense have done the rest. Now Tulsa, they're not wasting any more time. They're going to bring out the field goal team to try to put up 31 on Houston. This is a 41-yard field goal.
Well, you got a star kicker.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's made of, you know.
41 yards for the right-footed star kicker. No problem. 10 seconds to go in the first half, and this by far is the biggest blowout that we have seen in the preseason. It's now 31-0. Surprisingly, the expansion Tulsa Desperados making a name for themselves here tonight on YouTube.
Yeah, the rookie Ball having himself quite the day. You know, but again, Houston's trying out some things, right? They're trying to experiment with these post routes, see what kind of routes that Chima can get away with. I imagine they'll definitely clean this up. I can't imagine Houston going in with similar, you know, results come week 1. I definitely think they'll be prepared, and Chima will look a lot more crisp come week 1.
It's one of those things, especially for the rookies, right? You have over 100 rookies in this league that are signed to contracts. When you look at that week 1 matchup, Houston and Sioux Falls, how many people you think are going to take Sioux Falls in week 1 after they beat the defending champs last night, when even though everyone knows it means absolutely nothing?
You know, Cam, we've said it over and over. It means nothing. Teams are trying some new stuff out during the preseason. They're really testing the depth of the playbook and how deep their roster actually is. But I don't think it can be understated or overstated. Sorry. These rookies, they need to understand, you know, put your expectations in line. Yes, these are games. They do matter to an extent, but these teams are also trying out some new stuff as well. And the fact that Houston hasn't scored at all means absolutely nothing moving forward to their season. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Houston games, though. I think they'll be, yeah.
Trying out everything and trying out nothing all at the same time. 2nd and 4 as Murray will take the handoff. Houston on another timeout. I don't want to let it die just yet. Want to see what Murray can do. And hey, when you're in the preseason, you want to get reps, as many reps as you can. Why not? I think that's
agree.
why I think that's why Tulsa kicked the field goal. I think they just wanted to give their kicker some reps.
I think, you know, honestly, why not? You know, you're here. This preseason game, the stats don't really count. The results don't really count. Why not? Why not? Heck, we let Ronnie Wild out there today. He's not going to be there come week 1, but we still let him out on the field.
E.T. King returned kicks and punts the other night for
Interesting.
Chicago.
We had some D linemen holding extra points. I saw that.
I saw that as well. Crazy.
Interesting times.
Last
Great
play of
day
the
to be
first
alive.
half. Chima going to hand it off to Murray. Murray's got a block. Murray 40, 45, and he'll be cut down. Nice tackle to end the half by Nate Haslip, and that is the end of the first half of play. Your score, Houston nothing. Tulsa 31. The 2K Sports Halftime Report is coming up next. This is a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. Or not. We're coming right back. Started second half after the 2K Sports halftime glitch. From the 2-yard line, Gathers up to the 22, so no break for us, James. I think you were probably looking forward to it.
You know what? I was getting a refill, but you know what? Hey, we're back. We've got some wonderful staff here. They'll bring it to us. You know, why not? Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, if Tulsa can do it, Houston can do it, right?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, they came out, they said, you know what? We're going to get this started. We got a lot of catching up to do. Let's get it going here.
Chima back to pass, gonna flip it outside. DR Sim turns around, makes the catch, 3-yard gain. There's Chima, 4 picks. He's the first quarterback in the preseason to have 4 interceptions. A couple had 3. Charles Robinson, the yardage isn't much there, but he's looked clean tonight. 2nd down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about it. And then to second that, very few quarterbacks. I think E.T. King's he's one of the few, very few. It's a very slim club to have a positive touchdown to interception ratio. So very common to see picks in the SFL.
Chima all day to throw. Now dumps it off to Murray, and Murray can't make it happen. That is Jones again. The linebacker with the TFL on Murray. Back to a 3rd and 10, and Houston continues to live in 3rd and long. Jones just sitting there waiting on that. Hey, James, I apparently we got 2 dislikes tonight. They must have been here when you were doing the Harry Carey thing. I told you not to do that.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll work on that, guys. I'm very sorry. But speaking on that note, head on over, 53, 54 watching now. Head on over, click that like button, please. We appreciate you.
Chima on 3rd and long, almost caught off the deflection. That would have been enough for the 1st down. But otherwise, Chima throwing in triple coverage. Was that another post route, James?
I couldn't
tell.
Or a deep slant, like he could have gotten bumped.
Yeah, couldn't tell with the camera angle, but Houston trying to attack the middle of the field. They have not had much success at all, and the Hyenas go 3 and out, no yards in their first possession of the second half. That's not where they want to be.
Yeah, definitely not. Close block here. Very close. We've seen a lot of that going on this preseason.
Haven't seen a
Not
block,
many.
though.
Yeah, we don't really see those. We had one last season, I believe. One block punt last season.
Well,
I know I'm putting our fact checkers in a tough position, but
that's the beauty of APF. You know, they got all those less than 1% chances of occurring, and you see way more almost blocks than blocks in the NFL, and that's what it's replicating.
AJ's telling me to try Harry Carey again.
Oh boy! First down, Hawkins gets no gain.
I'm shaking here. I'm doing the Harry Carey shake, so it'll come out. It'll come out. I promise.
Hawkins at 199. If you want to do Harry Carey again, you can do it when Hawkins gets to 200. How about that?
All right, I got it. I got you, Cam. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Right here.
Not yet. 3 receivers. 2nd and 10. 9:28 to go in the third. Nickel set for Houston. Hawkins in the backfield. Robinson under center. And off Hawkins. Oh, boy. Hawkins 50, 45. Dion Hawkins has a first down to the 37. What kind of analysis do you got, Harry?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dion Hawkins has now eclipsed over 200 yards. I can't believe it.
That one, I actually think you improved. I think that was better.
Okay, all right. I'll keep working on it. Maybe we'll bring Christopher Walken in here. We'll get them all.
Oh, man. That's great.
Woo. Adam McCoy mentions 955 subscribers.
Come on, we can't get 45 more subscribers for the Harry Carey impression?
Oh, goodness. I need to work on a lot. I can do Jay-Z. I can do Christopher Walken. I've got some very interesting voices that I can do. But Harry Carey has not been one that I've practiced much of.
This is what a 31-0 preseason commentated game should sound like, right? We're not off base here, are we?
Hey, Cam, at least the hot dogs taste good. I tell you what.
I think you went back. I think you had it, and then I think you kind of lost it. It just
okay. All right.
Offside on Houston. It's 2nd and 6, by the way, if anybody's wondering.
I tell you, Cam, it's crazy that Tulsa is cutting Houston with a knife. It's gonna be a great I gotta work on it. I gotta drink. Can I get a beer, please? Can we make that? Yeah, thanks. Just one. I gotta drive later.
Whew. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't drink and drive. Respect the laws and respect your fellow roadmates. That message is brought to you by Budweiser. Don't drink and drive.
Don't give them free advertising. They need to pay for that. Majesty on the tackle for loss. 3rd down and 7. 7:43 to go in the third quarter. I have a feeling that this little crop of commentary is going to go in the Commentary Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we'll probably cut it out.
That's
honestly.
3rd and 7 at the Houston 34-yard line. 7:30 to go in the third. Tulsa driving again. Hawkins pushed back in the backfield. Come on, let's see Carroll kick a 51-yarder here. Let's see what kind of leg this guy's got.
He kicked it earlier from 41, and it looked like he definitely could have hit a 51-yarder. So.
Oh, they're gonna punt? Well, hey, look, I guess that's respectful. He already got the reps. We know Carroll can kick. Tulsa gonna.
You know, though, this is also a great defensive strategy. I've noticed that when teams get backed up into, within their 10 or 5-yard line, they tend to run it a lot more.
Oh man, he almost caught that on the run and saved it from going in the end zone, but he didn't let go of the ball at the 20.
I think this is an argument. For me, when I had this conversation with Ramos, mighty kicker, because they're obviously pro kicker, I always get frustrated when I see potential field goals that could be kicked and the team punts it, to play the defensive strategy, and it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I just really hate it though.
And off to Warren Murray, picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tackle made by Espen Real. Well, Tulsa's going to leave this game feeling pretty good about themselves. They play the Oklahoma City Renegades, who also got a preseason win over Dallas in their first game. That's a 3 o'clock kick on January 7th. I believe Andy Hamilton and Sham Varner on that call. So that'll be interesting.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see these two, Tulsa and Oklahoma City, go head-to-head. Nice pass to Geathers over the middle. Chima finds a seam and moves the chains to the 39.
You know, I'm pretty jazzed up about the San Francisco game. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do this preseason game. I'm really jazzed up about the podcast that's happening tomorrow. I'm also jazzed up about the game that I'm calling right after or later in the evening. So it's, I'm pretty jazzed. I'm excited. You know, the SFL's put a lot of work in. Not that you haven't, you know, across the board, we've had a good product for a long time, but I think this year is going to be a special one. We've added some really talented people to the team. So
1st and 10 at the 39. Chima gets it out to Murray. He's got some blockers. Murray, 40, 45. Murray spin, 50. More to the 44-yard line and shoved out of bounds. Best play by far for Houston tonight as you watch this develop.
Yeah, Chima looking like a pro right there, looking much better than he has most of the day with a nice pump fake and then checking it down with the defender in his face.
Blockers got out there. That pump fake froze the defense and gave his blockers enough time to get out for Warren Murray. You don't often see screenplays come together with that good efficiency and precision there. That was executed to a T. Ball on the Tulsa 43-yard line for Houston as the Hyenas are starting to drive here in the third quarter. Murray takes the handoff, and Murray looks just a little gassed from that screenplay. He gets dropped by Heslip, who's having a good night, along with his safety teammate Charles Ball. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I imagine the running back is going to be a point of focus for Houston as they spread teams out. They're going to want to gash teams up the middle with Warren Murray there. So, you know, I anticipate them spending a lot of time on him this season.
4:50 to go in the third quarter. Houston trying to claw their way back here as Murray's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's the execution of the check down not there, as it's going to be another 3rd and long coming up here for Houston.
Yeah, we're not seeing the 3 wide like we should be seeing, and I know they'll get that corrected. It'll be interesting. I wonder if they'll go empties at all this season.
Here's some 3 wide receiver looks here, and Chima running out of time. Wobbler is incomplete. That ball got out late, and Ball was all over it. Pass intended for Garen Malone. It's gone really quiet, and unfortunately for Houston, just out of scoring range, the drive's going to stall out.
Yeah, we saw that wobbler. You did see the Indianapolis one where he threw, it was the Indianapolis game, not an Indianapolis quarterback, but he threw that ball like 50 yards, and it was a duck, absolute duck. And then the receiver jumped, caught it, got smashed, did a 360, and still held on to it. You saw that.
Yeah, that was stunning. And Christensen had pressure at his knees. Oh, look at this punt. Look at that punt from Houston. That's one of their better plays of the night. That gets down at the 2. Ball with a little backspin on him. It is Adams pins Sir Charles deep back in his own end zone, and Houston's first points may come on a safety here.
That would be interesting. You know, I used to not be a big fan of punters, didn't really care, and then I hired one, and now I get so jazzed up about punts that, you know, it's probably my favorite play in the game now is the punts. I just get so worked up about them.
You're drunk.
It's a love-hate relationship. I don't want to see the punt, but I want to see the punt, you know? Hate to see you, but I love to see you walk away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Hawkins picks up 4. Chance on the tackle. Overkill's 25. Appreciate the love. He had a
Cam
comment.
Is the GOAT.
Yeah, he had a comment. I'm not sure that he's in the broadcast booth, but I know what you mean, I think. 2nd and 6 from the 6. Hawkins takes the handoff, and Dion Hawkins squeezes through a small lane and picks up a first down. Hawkins channeling the running backs of season 9 here tonight. Outstanding performance. This was one of his more toughest runs.
Yeah, he's looking as good as these hot dogs taste. I tell you what, Cam, he is having quite a day, and these Frankfurters are on point. Let me tell you, folks. This stadium, woo! The food is delicious. They got like Chef Gordon Ramsay making hot dogs in the back. I tell you what.
A gain of 3 yards for Hawkins. Majesty on the tackle. 2nd and 7 at the 17. Well, this game got ugly fast, and we're just trying to keep it as entertaining as possible. James certainly doing all of that work. I am your boring play-by-play man that often has trouble deriving from. I've been thinking a lot about an impression that I've wanted to do, and I've just thought about it not being a good idea at all.
Why?
So why?
Why?
2nd and 7 at the 17. Handoff to Hawkins, and Hawkins loses one. You know, I've sung before on the broadcast. That didn't go too well. People didn't really like that, so I just have a feeling impressions would not.
You know, you got the voice for radio, but I don't think you have the voice for American Idol. Let's not. You know what? You know, you do you, Cam. You want to sing, you sing. You want to. I'm interested in the impression now, though.
3rd and 8. Charles Robinson dumps it off, and Hawkins took a shot to the face. That was a nasty-looking hit as you look at the updated numbers. Charles Robinson, after that first drive, really hasn't done much in this game as Tulsa's really kind of dialed it back, played conservative, and have given Hawkins a lot of touches here in sort of a homecoming for Dion Hawkins. Tulsa's going to kick it away, and Houston will end up with good field position.
You know, Cam, I think that is out of respect for both teams. You know, the SFL has always been known for the highest level of ownership. Like, we've got some really good dudes in this league in the ownership and leadership positions. And, you know, nobody, even when teams put up 60, like, owners are saying sorry. You know, like they're happy that their team's working, but they're sorry that it had to be at the expense of the others. And I know Dion is you know, his best wishes are going out to the Houston franchise. Nobody wanted to see this game like this, so much respect. Everybody respects everybody here, and that's what I love about this league.
1st and 10 of the 45, handoff to Murray, and Murray gets maybe a yard. Hey, Overkills, did you make it to Discord yet? Pop on Discord, and while we say that, let's tell you what else you can do.
Follow the SFL on Twitter @SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Gathers makes the play. Charles Ball on the tackle. He's got 3. Thanks, Andy Hamilton, for the shout to social media. Almost 1,000 followers on YouTube. We were 45 away last we checked, so if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Get us there by opening night, Thursday, January 4th. Front page of Twitch. First of 5, count them, 5 games on the front page this year. SFL presented by APM Music, and it all gets started Thursday, January 4th with the Mexico City Aztecs and the Queen City Corsairs. That is just less than a week away. If you're not familiar with the league, Queen City 4-time champs against the defending champs. They've never played before. James, so pumped for that matchup as Real made that last tackle.
Yeah, 2 really, really smart owners testing their mettle against each other. I can't wait. I know you can't wait. It's going to be an awesome game, guaranteed.
One last play before the 3rd quarter. Chima back to pass against a late blitz, going long down the middle. Caught, first down to the 14-yard line. DR Sim finally breaks free over the middle of the field against that late blitz coming off the left side. And Houston's in the red zone as we end the 3rd.
Yeah, and that's a post route. That's the one time it's worked this game and hasn't been a disaster. And, of course, it's the doctor making it work, so... Yeah, Overkills. What's the SFL on Twitch, Cam? What's that? Twitch.tv/SimulationFL?
SimulationFL. You're right about that. End of the 3rd quarter, 31-0 Tulsa. Houston's driving. This is the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
You know, if you guys are wondering about links, when in doubt, go to the league website. You will find everything you need there. I learned that lesson today in our podcast.
Give him that one more time. James, by the way, everybody, James can't hear the audio going out to you from SFL headquarters. So that's the one holdup here on our little production tonight. James, why don't you give it to him one more time?
I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't even paying attention at the time. I apologize. But anyways, if you have any questions, head on over to the league website, simulationfl.net. And if you can't find what you're looking for there, join the Discord, and they will set you up straight.
3rd down and 14. Yeah, so Overkill's twitch.tv/simulationfl. Go subscribe. We will be on there shortly. Ryan Michael says only 42 left now to 1,000, so loving that. It's 3rd and 14. Houston is trying to get in the end zone here. Love to see one of the Hyenas user players crack the end zone, say they did in the preseason. Swing out to Murray, needs a block and some help, and that's not the play that Houston wanted on 3rd down. And we'll probably see a field goal here out of the Hyenas just to get on the board.
Yeah, I'm trotting them out, number 3.
So the Hyenas will bury this film, and we'll look ahead to tomorrow night, where Atlanta and San Francisco will take shape at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern here on YouTube. Just before that, the SFL podcast is on Twitch at 5 Central, 6 Eastern, beginning our Twitch coverage officially for Season 10. And then at 7 o'clock in the nightcap, it's the London Knights hosting the St. Louis Gladiators. A little bit of a food bet there. I'm trying to remember what it was. I believe if St. Louis loses, they have to eat fish and chips for a week. And I can't remember what Liam has to eat if St. Louis wins.
Probably hot dogs.
Something like that. Boy,
the American way.
Hey, if it's hot dogs, then you definitely want them from this stadium, right?
That's what I'm talking about, Cam. Ladies and gentlemen, the best hot dogs in the world, right here, right now. We're actually hiring this chef and bringing him back to Indy.
I'm fueling this man. My apologies, everybody.
You know what else is fueling me? These hot dogs. Let's go. Let's go. Bet, Cam. Bet. These hot dogs are great. You know what else is great? Dion Hawkins. If Dion Hawkins was made out of ribs, would you eat them? I know I sure would.
23 carries, 227 for Hawkins tonight. Just under 10 yards a carry. No comment on the eating Dion Hawkins thing. That's a 6-yard pickup to the outside. That is Jones with the reception for Tulsa. And Corey Jones has been quiet tonight. I'm pretty sure that's him, although the number we have for him is number 13. We're still working on our full depth charts, but I believe that is Corey Jones out there, the former Houston Hyena, along with Sanzo Robinson.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out in the chat I've noticed, ZST Car 17, you've been poking the bear all night, friend. And like we said, you know, this is a league that's, you know, focused on positivity and support and respect. And I would just, you know, kindly ask you to stop poking people like you have all night, and just be happy that you get to watch a product like this and that the sim community gets to rejoice in this. So we appreciate your viewership. We appreciate you being a part of the league. Just try your best to be a little more respectful.
Hawkins picks up 4 yards, 8:45 to go in the fourth. At the 38-yard line, 31-3. Desperados on top of the Hyenas. Dion Hawkins did a lot of work early. If you're looking for some highlights from the preseason, you want to check out the late part of the first, early part of the second for the craziness from Dion Hawkins. Sir Charles Robinson does not have an interception tonight, has been very efficient, but very quiet. I believe only 6 passing yards in the second half. Hawkins getting a lot of work tonight. He's brought down behind the line, 3rd down and 9. A lot of these late runs going to kill his average. Tyleek Jones makes another tackle. Jones looks strong tonight for Houston.
Yeah, definitely. There's some bright spots in this game for Houston, and I know that they're going to get this ironed out for week 1. If you're Tulsa, you're definitely happy with how everything's panned out. If you're Dion Hawkins, there's a pick.
Nice pick there. That was off the deflection, keeping it in bounds. Smart play. Adam Ross was the man that eventually picked it off, and coming out there that was Blake Chance who got his hands on that and kept it in play. So mistake there from Robinson. We'll give Houston the ball here. I don't think there's enough time to score 4 touchdowns in 7:50, but I would say we've seen crazier things in the SFL, but I don't think we have. That would be pretty insane.
Yeah. You know what? If I owned Tulsa and I was running back for my team, I'd get my kick. I really would, especially if you're going to ball out like that.
Chima, nice pass to Malone. Garen Malone on the receipt. Check that. That is batter Agilani with, I believe, his first catch of the night. This is a nice little drop of the bucket here.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the corner misread the route a little bit, but nonetheless, not too much damage done on the play.
Picked up 7 to the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. 7:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Alongside James Richards, I'm Cameron Irvine here, doing my 3rd preseason game as Murray picks up a first down and more. 40-35. Murray, the 29-yard line, picks up 22 yards. Warren Murray's longest run of the night. He's up to 73 yards, almost up to 4 yards a carry. Not too shabby of a night for Warren Murray.
Yeah, I mean, he's been met in the backfield on a lot of his carries. So a lot of work, a lot of his yards have come from hard work, right? He's had to really muscle out these 70-something yards. But if you're Houston and you're thinking, wow, we're a passing primary, passing first team, but we've got a tailback here that can also do some damage. So I think the wheels are turning here. There's some plays in this scrimmage that we've seen that I think they're going to be able to utilize and find some success with.
1st and 10 of the 29, stepping up. Chima escapes the pocket, now floats it down the middle. Oh, it's caught off the deflection. That's the fullback. Picks up 8 yards, and Houston finally gets a stroke of good luck there, as Chima may have forced it, but did really nicely to get away from the pressure and create an 8-yard play.
2nd and 2.
Sometimes better to be lucky than good. From the 21-yard line, out to the fullback, stretching for the first down line. He's not going to get there. 3rd down and 1. Let's hear what Mighty's got cooking on the podcast tomorrow night.
Don't miss the SFL podcast every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch before the league's weekend slate gets kicked off. Join me, Mighty RX, defending champion team owner Ramos Lynn, and our host, Jack Brown, to break down all the headlines in the SFL.
3rd down 1.
Jack. Yeah, I know we got to move on.
And off Murray.
See you there, everybody.
Yeah, I think Murray's really coming on here as the game winds down, and DR Sims said they're a run-first team. I don't know if you're a run-first team if you put 3 receivers out there, but, hey. We'll see. We'll see come week 1.
1st and 10 at the 16. That's the 7th tackle for Balls, who's been outstanding tonight. Murray's getting a break. That's a loss of 3 yards.
I could see it, though. 3 wide receivers would spread the defense out, and then you could run dives and ISO.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of spread offense rushing attacks that have been successful.
So I could see that. I could see that work.
2nd and 13 at the 20. Houston trying to get in the end zone. They got the second opportunity here in as many drives. Chima out of the shotgun, split backs, back to pass going long. Got him in. Touchdown. DR Sim is in the end zone on a beautiful little outside post.
Yeah, corners, Cam. They're called corner routes. I've never heard somebody call an outside post route.
Well,
I love
a corner route, you sort of make kind of a it's kind of a half circle.
No. That's not. All right, you call it what you want, Cam. But the half circle is not a corner route.
Well, it depends on how you run it.
Depends how you see it, apparently, Cam. It's a corner route to Cam, folks.
Well,
but
it's your league, so wait a minute.
Oh yeah, right. The GOAT has deemed a half circle route to not be the whatever, Cam. The reverse post. The reverse post was a good. DR Sim ran the greatest reverse post I've ever seen, and he was wide open for a touchdown. Houston on the board.
Reverse post. I like that. It's a good way to.
I like it. I'm gonna use it from now on.
Onside kick. Tulsa recovers. First down at the 41. You know who else would call it a corner? Harry Carey would call it.
No, he wouldn't. Harry Carey would look at 2K and what they called it, and they called it. You know, we got burnt. Indy got burnt on a post corner route, and it's a move where you move like you're going to run a post, but then you jump out to a corner.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's how you know it's called a corner route.
Right.
But reverse post is good too. I think they save space.
That's what I think. Hawkins nearly picks up the first down, gets 7. Yeah, okay. How about a hook route?
Hook route is almost the same as a curl, but it's just the other way. So a hook route, I believe, is to the outside, and a curl's to the inside.
It was something. It was definitely something. We can narrow it down to it was something.
I don't know what they actually call I call them inside outs. That's what I call them.
I bet Ryan Moats would know. We'll ask Ryan. Ryan will be the final tiebreaker.
We need some NFL analysis in here.
Hand off to Hawkins. Harry Carey's a close second. Under 4 minutes to go. Tulsa's down to the Houston 24, and Hawkins is still running hard. He's approaching 300 here, and he's busting off 6-7 yard runs, and we're not even talking about it. Guy's got good vision.
And some strong legs and a strong back, because he has put Tulsa on his back tonight. He's definitely leading by example, putting this team on their back. Rushing, I don't know. What's the preseason record? Do we keep track of that stuff?
No. God, no. Some years we haven't even had an
hard.
official preseason, so it always depends on the year. High formation, tight set here. Houston's got 5 on the line, and somebody's really excited to be out there at the top of the screen. Hand off to Hawkins. Beautiful post route there. Lost 3 yards, though.
Yeah, that was a reverse run post. That was a reverse ISO.
Ryan Michaels on the tackle in the backfield. Nice job by him. He got through a whole bunch of blockers.
Thanks for the love, Stephanie Jones. We do our best to bring a good product to you guys. If you like what you're watching, go ahead and hit that follow button. Check us out on social media, Simulation FL across the board, Twitch, Twitter, and you can join us over on our website, simulationfl.net.
Stephanie needs to join Ashley Finch, our first female of the season, right?
We'll make space.
Absolutely.
I know our defensive coordinator said he didn't mind if we needed more people on the roster. So definitely, if you want to join a great-looking team in the Indianapolis Red Devils, get on Discord, hit me up, and we can talk shop.
Jax makes the tackle, so back-to-back 3-yard losses here for Tulsa. I believe they may have pulled their starters here. 3rd and 16 at the 31. We're going to get confirmation here in just a second. I don't think Tulsa's going to snap it again before the 2-minute warning, as the play clock ahead of the shot clock, and I do believe those are backups. That does not look like Robinson in the game. And that is the 2-minute warning here on the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Third and 16, last 2 minutes of Friday night preseason. James, 7 games in the books here, 7 out of 9. We'll be talking on the podcast, Mighty and Ramos. They'll be giving us their take on some preseason action. But James, running things behind the scenes, was Tulsa your most impressive team of the preseason, or did someone else catch your attention?
You know, I honestly can't really answer that question. I've been so busy, I haven't really had a chance to sit down and watch the games. Obviously, the game was really impressive out of Tulsa. A lot of the status quo, you know, I thought it would look very Chicago-like. They didn't disappoint. Dion Hawkins had a great game. So, yeah, just because I haven't gotten a chance to sit down and analyze all the games, I'll go with Tulsa tonight. But there's a lot of teams that have showed some really good stuff this preseason. I've seen some highlights. So I'm excited to sit down and watch the games. But, yeah, it's been a good game here for Tulsa for sure.
Carroll knocks that one through. He's 2 for 2 on field goals. That one hits the bottom of the net. 4 for 4 on extra points. Good night for Joseph Carroll. 34-10 is Tulsa's lead now on Houston. 1:52 for the Hyenas to get back in the end zone. DR Sim got their first and only touchdown of the night. Houston plays Sioux Falls in week 1. That's also a 3 o'clock kickoff on Sunday, January 7th, right here on YouTube. As Gethers returns up to the 23-yard line. Houston's got 2 timeouts. Tulsa's got 3, and we start to close things down here at SFL headquarters. Actually, here tonight, hopefully I'll be able to post a picture of the room. This SFL headquarters is getting completely remodeled and revamped here. We've got more equipment coming in, and it's going to be a mega office in here with tons of gear here, tons of monitors, 360s. You name it, we got it, and we're gonna have the fans on in here to make sure we don't blow any fuses, and we're about to. It's about to get real out here. Season 10 is just right around the corner as Sim makes a catch. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, and what a historic season this is going to be. I think I can say with utmost certainty that this is the longest running simulation league history-wise, right? I don't think anybody comes close.
I don't know. It's hard to say for sure, but the amount of hours we've spent live on the air, I don't think that can be matched anywhere else. As Chima goes down the middle, and that's knocked away. So 4th down, Houston probably to go for it here. Stanley knocked that away. A lot of backups in for Tulsa now.
Yeah, and we do this for you guys, honestly. And Cam's led from the front for a very long time from the beginning.
For you, James.
Wow, thank you.
Just you.
But we work hard for you guys, you know, and you know, we hope you like the product, and if you do, you know, support us on the different mediums that we are a part of, and you know, always let us know in the chat. We love reading that. Cam's head gets deflated every night because of how big it gets, so but well deserved. He is one of the greatest broadcasters I've ever got to work with.
Oh, thanks, James.
So.
How many broadcasters have you worked with?
3. And,
yes.
You're number 1.
All right.
So
awesome. By the way, Houston
you,
converted the 4th down, so they're still driving here. Incomplete pass though. 2nd down.
I've been around the block, Cam. Been around the block.
Been around
3
the block.
deep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a lot.
I tell you, you're better than me, and I just, so 4 now, I just exposed myself to myself tonight. So you're definitely in my top 4.
2nd and 10 at the 38 for Houston. Chima back to pass, going long. Oh, almost caught, almost hauled in. Can't believe that wasn't a catch for Garen Malone. He had it. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Garen Malone on the reverse post route. Broken up by Kyler.
Murray was defending, and I think Murray actually got his helmet in there on the back end of this.
Use your head, Murray. Way to use your head.
Nicely done there by Kyler Murray, staying in the game a little bit later than most of his teammates. Getting some action, the rookie.
I'm just glad that they're still running and gunning here with a minute to go.
34-10, 1:05 to go. Chima outside, turn that corner. Malone almost got it. 1 yard away. Houston will burn their last time out and go for it on 4th down. Good effort there from Garen Malone. Chima's yardage certainly went up tonight in the 2nd half, but the 4 picks, obviously the black eye in his preseason debut. 3 receivers here for Chima, and short right back behind him in the backfield is Murray. 4th and 1. Chima going to throw, and Chima outside has Sim. 1st down, the 42-yard line, but Sim failed to get out of bounds. Houston run here back to the line of scrimmage. 48 seconds and counting. Chima will spike it, and Houston does not want to get out of here with just the 1 touchdown.
Yeah, I'd like to see him put up another score. I know everybody else would. Everybody's hanging in tight. We got 49 watching here.
There you
so
go.
Thanks for being a part of the broadcast,
despite the blowout. It's always good to see strong viewership in blowouts. It's the hardest to keep people entertained. That's for sure. We've definitely pulled out literally all the stops. Everything we can think of. Chima back to pass. Murray pulls ahead but can't get out of bounds. 38 seconds, 3rd and 7. Can't spike the ball now. Gotta go. And 30 seconds left. Chima over to Malone. That goes out of bounds. Or Murray, check that. It's 4th and 7. Another 4th down. I think this is the 3rd or 4th down on this drive here, James.
Yeah, he's looking a lot more efficient than he did in the first half. And I think that's what you're looking for if you're Houston, you know. Is Chima making the progression? Is he moving forward? Yeah, he threw 4 picks. Okay, moving on. Is he progressing? And I think we could say, yeah, he's ran a much cleaner offense in the second half.
Chima with a flag down, completes that one over the middle. That is Murray for another 1st down for Tulsa. And Houston, I believe, is at least 3 for 3 on 4th downs on this drive. And that'll keep the drive alive. Tulsa called offside. Good 2-minute offense here for Houston as Murray caught one out of the backfield running a seam route. Did I get that right, James?
Yeah, you did. There's been a lot of reverse out routes, a lot of reverse in routes, a lot of reverse posts, a lot of reverse fades, a lot of reverse ISOs.
What's a reverse fade? Just running out of the stadium?
Yeah, just not even showing up on the play.
To the hot dog stand is a reverse fade.
Exactly. Head to the locker room.
Chima's pass caught in the middle of the zone. Sim down to the 4, 14, 13, 12. Got a hustle. Chima with 10 on the clock. 8, 7, 6. Chima finally spikes it. 7 seconds left on the clock. Could we see some Houston Hyena magic? I believe the ball was at the 4-yard line when Abuaji threw the, or no, that was Coleman. When Coleman shook Rick O'Reilly and threw it to advance Houston to the championship game. One of the craziest and wildest endings I've ever seen. 2nd and goal at the 4 for Houston, trying to replicate that with a little time on the clock. Chima back to pass. Chima end zone, triple coverage. I don't see how he thought Agilani was open. 3 seconds left.
You know, Agilani can make some big plays, so yeah, but triple coverage, I don't know. You're asking a lot out of him.
Good play by Espen Real. Real's looked good tonight for Tulsa. There hadn't been many players on Tulsa that have not looked good, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Very true. They look like they're ready for week 1 here.
Charles Ball, a couple of picks tonight. Tyler Murray's made some plays. Dion Hawkins.
Very Troy LaShaw. Very Troy LaShaw-like. Out of ball tonight.
3 receivers, 3rd and goal. Last play of the game likely here from the 4. Houston trying to get in and end the night on a winning note. 5 on the play clock. Chima got to snap it eventually. Finally does. 3-step drop. Chima outside Murray, and Murray dropped it. He had a touchdown. Oh, and that's not the way you want to end it. But that's
not
the way
at all.
It's going to end.
Hypothetical touchdown there. I think you can count that as a victory for Houston. You know, it was there. Got to haul it in, though.
Well, 34-10, the final score. Final thoughts before we get out of here, James, on this one as we look at the final stats. Houston actually had more yards than Tulsa tonight.
Yeah, you know, other than, you know, just I really enjoyed this. So thanks for having me, Cam. Thanks for letting me be I'm looking forward to many more. So.
Your final score once again, the Houston Hyenas 10 and the Tulsa Desperados 34 behind Dion Hawkins. Fantastic night on the ground. The first and only running back to get over 200 yards in the preseason. One more night of preseason action starts tomorrow night at 5:30 with Atlanta and San Francisco. 7 o'clock St. Louis and London. We've got our crews ready for that one. SFL League headquarters getting prepped and ready for opening night on the front page of Twitch. Thursday, January 4th, at 7 Central, 8 Eastern with the 4-time defending champ Queen City Corsairs and the defending champion Mexico City Aztecs. For James Richards, I am Cameron Irvine. And the SFL presented by APM Music says good night. The following has been a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.